Good morning, everybody. I am Jeff Blankenberg, and I have no idea how this sounds. We're going to be playing with a couple of things this morning, actually. This is going to be a little bit of an experimental session, so I hope I have a couple of you here watching and listening and commenting, because I'm not sure what the audio sounds like for all of you today. One, I have a brand new microphone. Last week always, I have been using this lovely. This is the Rode Podcaster. You can see the name there. Maybe. The Rode Podcaster. That's the microphone I've been using for a couple of years. But in trying to get a little more modern and a little more sophisticated with my audio, I moved over to a different Rode microphone, which is this black one. It's the same microphone, kind of. The difference is that it is XLR based, which is like the kinds of microphones you see on stages and bands and stuff like that. More audio specific functions. And this is a digital mic, so it has a USB output. I'll find a use for this. Don't worry, it's not going anywhere. But it's not what we're using now as our audio. So,
Mom!
Good morning, Jan Blank. So what I'm trying to figure out is, one, how does the audio sound today? Better, worse, different? Curious what your thoughts are on the audio. That's step one. And then did that, for example, that mom comment that we just heard, did that come through? Were you guys able to hear that as part of the feed, or do you think you heard that coming through the microphone? That's another thing that I'm trying to work out. So I have a new soundboard here, and that's one of those things that we're going to be playing with quite a bit. But like if I do this, do you guys hear this sound?
Developers.
It was a bit too loud. All right, that's great feedback. So we'll kick this back a little bit. Let's try that audio again. So if I push this audio through, is that too loud? Potato quality. Locked in. Rode, an Australian company. Yes, they it's loud. Okay. Let's turn that down. That's a little too quiet. I can't even hear that. Is that still too loud? Better. Okay. Good. We gotta get some things balanced here. That's an example of a sound effect. I think I have a sad trombone here too. So these aren't the sound effects I'm going to use. I don't even know that I will use them, but they have like a whole audio track here. Yeah, it's the Rodecaster. That is what I'm using. But what I'm trying to do is get this stuff dialed in. So potato quality, welcome. You could definitely tell the default sounds, but I'm trying to figure out how to get my sounds leveled and balanced. And I played with it a little this weekend, but I've still got some things to figure out. So the other thing that I want to hear, let's jump into this because I want to see where this voice is. So if I come into my skill, because we're doing lots of stuff with Alexa, and I want you guys to be able to hear her voice. So if I say open, is that the voice of Steve Ballmer in the developer? Of course it is. That's a famous quote of his from like 2007, 2008. He was very excited about developers up on stage at a big event. I can't remember which event it was. So let me know what the volume of Alexa sounds like here. Maybe. Looks like the request came in. What's going on?
Welcome to TKO Trivia,
There it is.
the trivia game show where you answer difficult questions and win nothing. You can say something like, "Give me a science question," or you can start today's game. What will it be?
So what are your thoughts on that? What's the volume on Alexa there? Good? A bit higher than the sound effects. Okay. Is that good or bad? The other sound here, let's try these sound effects too to get a feel for what these sound like. So I'm going to take my sound files. Sounds good, very clear, awesome. Let's do this is a loud one. So just to prepare you, I'm going to play a sound effect, and this is one of the louder ones. So I just want you to be prepared. Here we go.
2319! We have a 2319!
So that 2319, you want that to go back a little, back it up a little. Try that again.
2319! We have a 2319!
How's that volume wise? Is that jarring or is that a good volume? You're listening at 1 a.m. and loud sounds jar you regardless. I get you. Maybe a little softer. Okay, we'll kick it back a little bit. This volume is both Alexa and the sound effect. So give me a science question. Let's see what Alexa sounds like now, volume-wise. Maybe.
This is a fun science question for you. What is the name of the most massive solid body in our solar system?
So is that Alexa volume good? By the way, this feedback from you guys is fantastic. Thank you for helping me out on this. Alexa sounds good. Can you hear the background music coming through too?
What is your answer? Sorry, I'm not sure.
Alexa, stop. Locked In thinks the answer to our trivia question is Jupiter, the most massive solid body in our solar system. You might think Jupiter. You would be wrong. It's massive means the planet that would weigh the most. The planet that would have the most mass. So I'll give you another shot on this one. In the meantime, I'm going to try another sound effect. We'll see how that goes.
Everything all right?
Yep, 2 corpses, everything's fine.
Okay, there's a sound effect.
Dance off, bro. Me and you.
He really grows on you, doesn't he?
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
How about a magic trick?
All right, so these are working out pretty well. Here's another yelly one. Let's see if we do this one. How loud this is.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Because the other option I have is that I can go through each of the sound effects and I can set their individual volumes so that they're an appropriate level. I'm just going to have to probably strap on some headphones and go through them and see how that's all going to work. But anyway, I think we're okay. I'm not destroying anyone's ears. My audio sounds good. It's the right volume. That's what I'm hearing from all of you. And yeah, I think we've got it. We've got it kind of dialed in here. So I'm pretty excited about this. Okay, so I'll have to dial in the individual sound effects to make sure that they're not going crazy. But that's not something we're going to be able to do. Let's hear 2319 again. Okay, we should be able to just do that in the chat, but
2319! We have a 2319!
and maybe it's just that individual sound effect needs to be backed up. Let's see what its volume is set at. I could back that to like 90. How locked in? How did that one sound? Was that too loud? All right. So it feels like now we've got really nice audio coming through the system. Okay, so I'll take that sound effect. I just backed it down to 90% versus the 100% it was at. And then I think we're good. So okay, so we have our audio working. You guys can hear the soundboard, which is key. Like you can hear this noise. And we will be we'll be replacing those sound effects with more exciting things, but at least I have now, like I have a nice soundboard that I can just tap anytime I want to play a specific sound effect without having to go type a command or whatever. And then we're mixing everything together. So I have...
All right, your wish is my command.
I have speakers here that are a monitor for me so that I can hear. I don't think you guys are hearing that, but I can hear everything that's happening during the stream without wearing headphones, which is one thing I was trying to accomplish. You guys can hear me nicely on the microphone. I'll have to play with the microphone settings a little bit. Somebody said it sounds a little tinny. That's something to play with, but the microphone itself doesn't have any dial or anything on it. So I'm going to have to do that all through this board. I just haven't figured out how to do that yet, but there's lots of settings. So I'll just have to play with it. But I wanted to get on here with you guys and just get a feel for what it sounds like, if it's good, if the audio's coming through, everything's working. So it sounds like, for the most part, I didn't totally screw it up over the weekend, which is good. All right. That being said, we have some things that we would like to do, and I want to demonstrate this stuff first. So we'll jump over to this. This is where we were looking at our skill and or the sounds that I was just making for all of you. But if we look at the device display, you can see that I get these really nice panels. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit on this. I get these really nice panels that are created as a part of the APL that my skill is generating. Good morning, Zella. And so this is what shows up on the screen when we ask a question. So it says, what is the name of the most massive solid body in our solar system? And then that's the stuff that shows up here on the screen. So then when we answer the question, which, by the way, the answer is Earth, it has the most mass of all of the planets in the solar system. Eventually. It's very slow this morning.
Ka-ching! You got that one right. The answer was Earth.
Ooh, we got an achievement.
Achievement unlocked. You finished your 10th TKO trivia question. What should we do this time?
So you can see that these nice little APL displays are going to have not only like the category and the question that I asked you, but then it'll also show the answer. it has the logo there all the time. And then behind, and this is something that I still need to rework. I'm going to have to go through and create an image basically for every question. My sound is unfamiliar. What does that mean, Zella? Since we're working on all, we just reworked all the audio here on my stream. So do you mean like my microphone audio? Do you mean the stream audio? I'd love to know what you mean. Or do you mean just the sound effect that I'm using in my skill, which of course is probably very familiar to anybody that uses the sound effects library from Alexa. My tone sounds different than usual. Yeah, it's a new microphone, and I'm going to have to play with the settings on it a little bit. In fact, we could do that now. That's probably a fun thing to do. So if I come into number 1 and I choose voice, tone, here, we're playing with a couple of settings. So how does it sound now? I just tweaked it. I have I don't have a deep voice, but I don't have a high voice. And I know that I'm a loud person, so I just set it to say that, hey, like my voice is pretty loud. So let's see if that makes any changes for you. And then there's also like levels and stuff that I can play with. We'll have to see how all of that works. But does it sound bad or just different, Zella? It's better. I see. Well, it is a new microphone. We're working it through an awesome soundboard now. So that's where I get little sound effects like this that I can mix in. So hopefully we're improving the entire scenario, right? Now my camera won't freeze up anymore. We have a new microphone and soundboard. Like this almost feels professional. Almost. Okay. So as we think about our APL stuff, one of the big homework tasks that I have is determining what size I want these graphics to be, because you can see there's a little bit cut off on the top and the bottom. So what size do I want these graphics to be? And then on top of that, if I speak but turn my head away, the sound becomes very soft. I'll probably have to open the gain on the microphone. I don't know how to do that right now, though. So we'll have to figure that out. But that's good to know that if I'm not right here in front of the mic, it becomes very soft. I think I had the gain open quite a bit more on the old microphone. So that's good to know. If I want to talk, I need to talk straight ahead. If I talk over here, it goes away. That's how a microphone should work. But it's good to know that I need to be very conscious of the fact that I should speak forward. Thank you. When you're facing away from the mic, it sounds tinnier. Okay. Well, I've got some work to do. I've definitely noticed a bit of a tinny sound as I've been playing with the microphone over the weekend, but it only came on Saturday, and the cable to use it came late yesterday. So I only had a couple hours last night to try to get this all pieced together. That's why I thought I would do some testing with all of you today. But in general, I feel like it's not bad, which is good. I don't want it to be bad, but as long as it's similar, then I think we're okay. All right, so we have our questions and our answers showing up, and I think there's one question specifically that I want to test because I have to go through and fix some of these questions so they'll actually show up on the screen. Man, my internet connection is just chuggy today. So we'll come into our question data. Yeah, my internet is very, very slow today. I have 500 meg down. Let's do a speed test. I feel like something's wrong. I'm normally up near 500. This is not normal. Upload speed seems okay. I think I have 50 and 500. So 50 up, 40 is okay. But it does feel like things are a little broken, a little slow. Try it again. We should be getting up close to 500. I've been having trouble with my ISP for a while now. I need to talk to them because I mean this is fast, but it's not what I'm paying for. Interesting. One more time. Give me something in the 3s or 4s at least. No, it just does not like this. Okay. Well, that explains why everything's so slow. So let's find my armadillo question. So in my screen question, we have this, here, let's scroll down. We have this question, and it has a bunch of data in here. So which one of these mammals fits all of these questions? We can do this. Hold breath for 6 minutes. BR always has quadruplet children. Same gender. BR. Defensively rolls into a ball. This is one of my longest questions. Good morning, Corey. Hey, guys, by the way, I was able to figure out why my stream goes to talk shows and podcasts. That's part of the, I don't know, the features of StreamYard, which is what I use to do all of this. And for whatever reason, they don't have a way to change it. So they took this as a piece of feedback that apparently had not been shared with them before. I thought was weird. I can't imagine I'm the only person facing this. All right, so that is my formatted screen version of the question. Let's see how that looks. So that is question 297. So let's ask it for 297. Give me number 297. Also, good morning, Corey Haynes, and thank you for the reminder.
This is a fun nature question for you.
That didn't work.
Which mammal fits all of these descriptions? 1. Can hold its breath for up to 6 minutes.
The sound gets very quiet
2.
sometimes.
Always
Good
has
to know, good to
quadruplet
know.
children
I
of the
just,
same gender.
yeah,
3. Defensively rolls into a ball.
I definitely
4.
have some settings to work
Only
out.
one
Let me-
species of this
let me go back
animal,
to playing
the
with it
nine
here for just a
banded,
second.
is found in the United States.
This is doing this typing like here. Number 297.
I hope you like this one about nature.
Cool.
Which mammal fits
This
all
is
of
where a
these
lot of that formatting
descriptions?
comes in, though. I
1.
need to put a BR before.
Can hold its breath for up to 6 minutes. 2. Always has quadruplet children of the same gender.
Good morning, Chris.
3.
Welcome,
Defensively
welcome.
rolls into a
We
ball.
got a whole new audio system
4.
here today, so
Only
I'll be
one
interested to
species
see
of
what you
this
guys
animal,
think of the.
the nine banded, is found in the United States.
Thank you, Alexa. So, welcome, Chris. Welcome, Cobra. You're hard to understand while Alexa speaks. Yeah, that's probably also true. Now that I have the audio coming right
Okay,
through the system,
what is your answer?
is Alexa too loud? Or is it that it blocks one and just plays the other? This is all stuff I'm going to have to play with. So we're running on a whole new system, and I'm not an expert, so I've got some exploring to do for sure. I don't know if maybe Alexa's just too loud. I don't know what I can do about that. I don't have anything obvious on the board that lets me fix that. So Alexa's quite louder than me. All right, we can back that off. Okay, I just backed it off a little bit, so we'll see if that does anything. Let's let's do this. Give me this question one more time.
From the nature category,
This is all fantastic feedback, everybody. I'm wondering if
which
the
mammal
volume is
fits
when I
all
turn
of these
away, like if I turn
descriptions?
over here versus
1.
turning towards the microphone,
Can hold its breath for up to 6 minutes.
which could just change my approach on
2.
where my microphone is. The other microphone
Always
never
has
seemed to have any
quadruplet
issues.
children of the same gender. 3. Defensively rolls into a ball. 4. Only one species of this animal, the nine-banded, is found in the United States.
Okay. So the answer is not Earth. I just noticed that shouldn't be there. That's pretty weird. Why is Earth there on the
Okay.
screen?
What is your answer?
The answer is armadillo. It should put the answer armadillo where the word Earth is right now.
Phew. You got that one right.
Excellent.
The answer to that question was armadillo. What would you like to do now?
I would like Earth to not show up. So now if I say give me a sports question, am I going to end up with armadillo down there as the answer?
I hope you like this one
Why?
about sports and games. What NBA player holds the record for scoring in a single game with 100 points?
So Zella, this is an interesting thing that I wouldn't expect. I'm sending in a whole new APL document and a new data. And it's holding on to a value that was the
Okay.
previous APL
What is your
document.
answer?
Is it auto caching for me? I don't understand why armadillo is showing up there. It shouldn't. I'm not passing that in. There's no way. Let's take a look at the document that we are sending in. And if we look at the data that I create, we have a, why do I have answer text armadillo? Well, okay, never mind. Never mind, it's a bug. I'm putting it in my data somehow. So let's take a look at why. So this is in the ask question where we get our APL. It's not a bug, it's a feature. That's right. If we support APL, then we're going to take our screen question. Now, this does still feel like maybe it's a bug. I'm going to work through this process. So I say, give me a sports question. So that's the question intent. So let's head there first. Question intent. We come in here, we do some upsells if necessary, but basically we call ask question. Ask question is this file. So in here, we say, where do we get our question? That comes from somewhere. We have our APL that's created right here. So we have APL and APL data. So I have my title. I have my question text. I have my URL. I'm not setting that value. I am not. So why is it filling it in? That happens on the answer intent. If we look at the answer intent file, right here, you can see I have answer text being filled in, but that is definitely not here. So I'm gonna manually set it to nothing, just so that I can be confident. Nope, here, yes. we'll just manually set it to nothing. I don't actually know why it's being filled in that way, but that seems weird to me. Okay, give me a sports question.
I hope you like this one about sports and games. Because they won the first 2 Super Bowls, the Green Bay Packers were, of course, the first 2-time champions. What team became the second 2-time champs?
Chris, to go back to the previous basketball question, the answer is actually Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain is the person that scored 100 points in one game. I think MJ's
Okay,
best was like
what is your answer?
65, 67. Now I need to know that. Michael Jordan. Highest. 69. And you'll never guess who he played. Every good thing that's ever happened in sports happened against the Cleveland team. Almost always. There's a bunch of those in sports. If you guys don't know this, there's the catch, there's the drive, there's the fumble, there's the shot. Like these are like if you talk to sports fans and you're like, oh, you remember the shot? They know exactly what you're describing. If you talk about the fumble, they know what you're talking about. If you talk about the drive, they know what you're talking about. You don't need any other context. All of the in sports are against Cleveland teams. The drive is John Elway in the 1987 NFL playoffs. They were down by 6 with like 45 seconds left, and John Elway drove down the field and scored a touchdown against the Browns. The shot is Michael Jordan over Craig Elo in the playoffs to advance. It was to win the game. They were losing. He made a last-minute 2-pointer right above the foul line and beat the Cavs, knocked them out of the playoffs with that win. The catch was that's a baseball here. If we just type in like here, I'll just show you the drive. Oh, the drive's kind of generic. Oh, here we go. The drive on Wikipedia. This was an offensive series in the fourth quarter, 1987. I was right. Between the Broncos and the Browns. This was against the Browns, and the Broncos ended up winning because of that last drive. So if we do here, let's just look on. We'll just look on Wikipedia for this. The catch. Music, sport. A defensive play by Willie Mays in the 1954 World Series. You may have even seen this picture before. This is a pretty famous photo of Willie Mays making a catch. But the point in showing this is that if we look at who he made that catch against, it was against the Cleveland Indians. What about the fumble? Again, I'm not kidding. I'm just typing in the fumble. It goes right to it. The fumble was in the same game, 1987. No, it was the 1987 championship game, but it was in 1988. So it was the year after. The Browns fumbled on the 1-yard line, and they lost the game because of that. Then there's the shot. So again, if you guys didn't know this, Cleveland sports is rough. The shot was a basketball play that occurred in 1989 playoff game between the Bulls and the Cavaliers. You're not going to believe this. It was against the Cavaliers. But yeah, all of the major things that have happened in sports. What was the when LeBron James announced he was going to Miami, there was the decision. Yeah. That was the name of the TV show where LeBron James announced he was leaving Cleveland to go to Miami. I just over and over and over, Cleveland fans have just been kicked in the teeth with like the thing that becomes the, which is not great. Anyway, there's a little trivia for you if you want to know who the longest suffering fans are. It's definitely the Browns and the Cleveland sports fans in general. Rick Bosch, welcome. Okay, so we have this working now, and if I say this was the Dolphins, 70s. Maybe. There it is.
Woohoo! You got that one right. Miami Dolphins was the correct answer. The Dolphins won Super Bowl VII and Super Bowl VIII. What should we do this time?
Well, we should probably move on. So I'm really curious. I want to hear what you guys are hearing. A lot. Can I hear it here? I can a little. Oh, I can. Man, that sounds real tinny. You guys are being very kind with the sound of the microphone. I don't think I like it at all. And when she talks, what does she sound like?
I hope you like this one about science. What Chevrolet vehicle model takes its name from the astronomical event when the sun is at zenith over the equator?
So that doesn't sound bad. But the microphone is real just tinny. It's like it wants me to be right in front of it, and I'm not. Okay, we've got to fix some things.
Okay. What is your answer?
Do this. Is this any better? This feels like maybe. No, like I get here. Check. I don't know that that's better. And I don't, is this a, ooh. That might be, oh, now we get a lot of background. That might be better though. What do you guys think of this one? Is this any better? I still feel like I'm getting those gain sounds where it kind of like sucks the sound out when I'm not talking. Oh, that's weird. How about this? Checking. Any feedback you guys have on this would be great, but I do feel like it's not even picking up all the words. Man, I really want this to work. I mean, it's one cable. The volume is still definitely fluctuating. I think if I come here and I talk, like if I was to lean way into the microphone, I think it probably would be a whole lot better, but I need to figure out how to get the gain to work for when I'm way over here. How about now? Is this any better? Is the volume still fluctuating when I talk like this? If I tell you about the different pops that I have or the books that are on my shelves, I can hear the volume dropping in and out. Man, that's not how this is supposed to go. What else can I do? I mean, if I open it way up, let's go like crazy. We get a ton of background noise now, but I can talk and I can hear it, but now I sound like I'm in this crazy echo chamber. That doesn't sound good, right? I mean, it's pretty silent except when I'm talking, but whoa, sorry for that noise. Desperado. Is that one? We get some static while you talk too. This is just too hollow. Very echo. Agreed. Oh, here we go. I definitely want the noise gate. I'm going to turn a lot of these settings off. Turn off processing. No, don't turn off processing. How about this? That's it's still a little hollow, right? Still a little echoey, but I feel like now when I talk other places over here, I can still hear it. Now I talk at the microphone better. This feels like it's a little bit better. I've turned some audio processing stuff off. How about this? Turn the excite. I don't like that. This, check. Yeah, like it brings in background noise only when it hears me talking. So it's kind of like this weird, like whoosh, whoosh, behind my sound. What does this one do? This is called the compressor. I think it still does the same thing. I get a little bit of white noise behind my voice, and then it goes away when I'm not talking. How about this? No, I'm still getting that with everything. Maybe? I wish that background noise would go away. What does this one do? That's right. Ooh, this might be it. No, I still hear that white noise. Is that distracting the kind of like noise you can hear behind my voice that kind of goes away when I'm not talking? What are your thoughts? This sounds the best so far. Always curious what you guys think. And I can still talk over here. I know it sounds like I'm talking more in a room, and when I'm talking at the mic, it's better. But when I'm talking at the mic, how does this sound? My other option is to just try to bring this mic closer, but at some point it's in the shot. Okay, it's not in the shot yet, so I might just, or it actually is. There we go. So we could do that, and this sounds like it's pretty good. Corey, what are your thoughts on the sound here? This, based on what I'm hearing, this sounds better. It does sound better, I agree. That's a nice sound effect. Let's hear how Alexa sounds with me. I'll try to talk over it. If I can get my mouse back. What is my answer to this? What Chevy model takes its name from the astronomical event when the sun is at its zenith over the equator? The answer is the equinox. I'm going to try and talk over Alexa here. Maybe. Man, I'm having some internet issues, it seems like, today. Is the video stream okay? Is it pixelated gross?
Whee!
Whee!
You got that one right.
Okay, so I can hear her,
Equinox was the
and I'm
correct
talking over
answer.
her. Is that okay?
You just completed an achievement. That was your 10th correct answer. What would you like to do now?
I would
You
like
can start
to
today's
talk over
game
Alexa
or
and hear
ask
both
for
of
a
them.
trivia question.
This seems better. Again, I think I have a little bit of gain, and if I get way up in here, it's so close. The Alexa voice isn't loud relative to me anymore. That's good. I'll kick its volume up just a slight amount. That way our sound effects and stuff still come through. I'm gonna, since I'm listening to headphones, we'll play some developers.
Developers.
There we go. Sound effects are coming through. Audio sounds pretty good. I still feel like it's a little hollow compared to the old. It's amazing how much a microphone makes a difference. I mean, these are both pretty high-end microphones, but one of them was just a USB mic plugged right into my computer, and this is a XLR mic, which is supposed to be like the Pro style, and I'm running it through a soundboard. I don't know what else I can do here. I've turned a lot of the audio processing off. That seems to have made a big difference. If Jeff Blankenberg falls in the woods, and no one's there to hear it, what would happen? Would I still broadcast on Twitch if no one came to watch one day? I think I would. I think I would still do that, because this is an opportunity for me to work on stuff. Although I'm not doing a very good job of actually working today. I knew that today was going to be a big focus on this audio system and getting it working. I also have the ability to use like my phone. I can Bluetooth to this this board, so I could. Ooh. It just occurred to me that I could take one of these Alexa devices, pair it with Bluetooth to the soundboard. Take care, Chris. Thanks for coming, man. And run the audio directly out of one of these devices. That would be pretty cool. I don't know that I need that a lot where I need to use a live device. This simulator seems to work pretty well. Whew. What else do I want to do today? I think the big thing for me is that I need to come up with size templates and just jump into Photoshop and make all new background graphics for all these questions and answers. Schrodinger's Twitch cast. Yeah. I feel like we're close though. Like we're good. This audio sounds pretty good now. What does it sound like here? I can still hear that. Can I hear this? Yeah. I'm always concerned about being able to hear this stuff. I'm going to play some music, so just heads up. Okay, so I think we're good. What I don't want to have to do is wear headphones. Corey has a picture of a cat we need to look at. Let's take a look at your cat, Corey.
2319! We have a 2319!
Is that what is on your cat? Is that bananas? Well, like stuffed bananas or stuffed fishes? What are those? Stuffed bananas. Awesome. Your cat really seems to be enjoying them. Yeah, I think catnip toys. Very cool. Yeah, we have a few catnip toys around the house here too. We have one. It's actually just an IKEA stuffed animal. It's a little stuffed like monkey gorilla, and we like put it inside the catnip container overnight, and it has become the crack monkey in this house because the cats just go crazy for it. Yeah, I don't think that I'm going to make a lot of progress today. Honestly, I have a pile of work to do today. We have if you guys don't know, we have the Alexa Tech Talk coming up on Thursday, and we're putting the final touches on that today to make sure the recording's good and we have all the slides and everything that's necessary to do that well. Is commands what's now happening with the chatbot? Is it not working? Seems like it should be working. All right, so this audio is tolerable. This is going to make you guys go like, "Oh, I'm so tired of listening to him now." This sounds okay. Maybe you're tired of listening to me anyway. Maybe it has nothing to do with the microphone. Most of today was really just to pay attention and make sure that I was getting this audio kind of dialed in a little bit, and you guys have helped a ton with that. But I think for the lack of action that I have to take today, I'm probably just going to wrap things up a little early because I have so much else I need to do at work today. But I will come in with a much better agenda for tomorrow, and we'll keep working on this APL stuff. I think there's a few other things that I'd really like to add and enhance. There's lots of other intents that don't have any APL at all. The 2319 needs to come down. All right, I can do that. Let's go to that. Sound files. Command. Do I do that in commands? If I do 2319, I don't know if I do it here. No, it's in the sound itself. That's good. Edit. Take it down to like 65. Okay. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be it for me today. I didn't have a big plan. I wasn't sure how long it would take us to get through the audio, so 45 minutes is a good start to the week, and we'll be back tomorrow. We'll do more. I gotta follow more people that broadcast at the same time as me. I feel like I have a very limited.
2319! We have a 2319!
Here, we're gonna go find a new channel. I need to do that first. So let's go look at Twitch. Is that better, Pac-Man? Better volume? Beauty Bubble, good morning. I haven't installed your audio file yet. Or maybe I did. What is that? Oh, this is the stream. I'm like, what did I just do? Good morning, Beauty Bubble. Bob Ross channel is finishing up the weekend marathon. Let's do this first. I'm going to come into events. We're going to do this. I could not remember your handle. And we're going to do beauty bubble now. And then we're going to say, we're going to pick an audio file. Luco Codes is coding a retro game in Vue. Oh, let's do that.
Hey, leave Mona out of this.
There we go. Beauty bubble now. You have your own custom sound effect. It should have just.
Hey, leave Mona out of this.
There it is. Nice. Okay, so the last thing we'll do is we're gonna go to science and something or other. Categories. Can I find categories? Browse. Categories, science and technology. Oh, C# Fritz is over on the Visual Studio channel. And we won't bother him though. What else we got here? Let's go see what Electron with Rust is doing. That seems pretty cool. So we'll take that. We're going to go over and see what they're doing. We'll load that up.
Sure.
Yeah, so we'll do that. We'll come over to rate a channel. And we're going to do it, guys. So that'll be it for me today. We'll be back. We'll be back tomorrow for sure. And we're going to be working on more APL stuff. So we're going to get more visuals, more awesomeness happening on our little channel. So jump over, say hi to Classy Cat, say hello, and we'll see you guys all tomorrow. Take care.